In the name of Allah, the most loving and caring. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to online class again. Hope you all will be fine. This is our lecture number 7 of English. And the topics we shall discuss in this lecture are from English A, we shall start chapter number 4, that is an exhibition, and we shall do translation from page number 20. Then from English B, we shall do comprehension number 3 from page number 33 of your grammar book. First of all, we shall do chapter number 4, an exhibition. Now, what is meant by an exhibition? An exhibition is an event at which objects such as paintings are shown to the public, a situation in which someone shows a particular skill or quality to the public. Here are the meanings of first paragraph. You will write them on your book. Exhibition, नुमाइश, asked, पूछा, enjoy, लुत्फानंदोज, yesterday, कल, went up, खड़े हुए, said, कहा, stood up, खड़ा हुआ, liked, अच्छी लगी, beautiful, खूबसूरत, hobby, मशगला, good collection, बड़ा ज़ख़ीरा. Focus on first paragraph. Mr. Kazi was standing before his class. Mr. Kazi asked, "Did you enjoy exhibition yesterday?" All hands went up to say yes. Good, said Mr. Kazi. What did you like best in the exhibition, Akbar? Akbar stood up and said, "I liked paintings the best, sir. They looked so beautiful." Why did you like the paintings? Akbar, painting is my hobby and I have a good collection of paintings of my own. Now focus on translation. Mr. Kazi, same, Mr. Kazi was standing, खड़े थे, before, के सामने, his, अपनी, class, जमात. Mr. Kazi अपनी जमात के सामने खड़े थे. Mr. Kazi asked, ने पूछा. When there is second form in the sentence, then we shall write ने with the subject. Mr. Kazi ने पूछा. Did you enjoy? क्या आप लुत्फ अंदोज हुए? Exhibition, नुमाइश से, yesterday, कल. क्या आप कल नुमाइश से लुत्फ अंदोज हुए? All, तमाम, hands, हाथ, went up, खड़े हुए, to say, कहने के लिए, yes, हाँ, तमाम हाथ हाँ कहने के लिए खड़े हुए. गुड, बहुत अच्छा. सैड, कहा. मिस्टर काजी ने कहा. व्हाट, क्या. डिड यू, लाइक, आपको पसंद आया. बेस्ट, सबसे ज़्यादा. इन द एग्जीबिशन, नुमाइश में. अकबर, आपको नुमाइश में सबसे ज़्यादा क्या पसंद आया? अकबर स्टूड अप, खड़ा हुआ. हियर इज सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ खड़ा हुआ. एंड सैड, और कहा. अकबर खड़ा हुआ और कहा. आई, मुझे. लाइक्ड, अच्छी लगी. पेंटिंग्स, तस्वीरें. द बेस्ट, सबसे ज़्यादा. सर, जनाब, मुझे तस्वीरें सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छी लगी, जनाब. दे, वो. लुक्ड सो ब्यूटीफुल, बहुत खूबसूरत थी. वो बहुत खूबसूरत थी. वाई, क्यों. डिड यू लाइक, तुम्हें अच्छी लगी. द पेंटिंग्स, तस्वीरें. तुम्हें तस्वीरें क्यों अच्छी लगी? अकबर, पेंटिंग, तस्वीरें बनाना. इज़ माई हॉबी, मेरा मशगला है. एंड, और. आई हैव, मेरे पास. अ गुड कलेक्शन, बड़ा ज़ख़ीरा है. ऑफ पेंटिंग्स, तस्वीरों का. ऑफ माई ओन, मेरी अपनी. अकबर, तस्वीरें बनाना मेरा मशगला है और मेरे पास मेरी अपनी तस्वीरों का बड़ा ज़ख़ीरा है. What are the meanings of second paragraph? My own, मेरी अपनी. Rocks, पत्थर. Collect, इकट्ठे करना. Childhood, बचपन. Never, कभी नहीं. Appreciated, तारीफ. Response, रद्द अमल. Reason, वजह. Probably, शायद. Now focus on the second paragraph. Rizwan stood up next. I like the rocks best. You see, I collect rocks too. I have been doing so since my childhood. It is my hobby, but the rocks there I had never seen before. Mr. Kazi appreciated Rizwan's response. The reason is that the rocks in the exhibition had come from all over the world, and the rocks that you have in your collection were probably found near your own house. Now focus on translation. रिजवान stood up, खड़ा हुआ. नेक्स्ट अगला, आई मुझे, लाइक्ड पसंद आए, द रॉक्स पत्थर, बेस्ट सबसे ज़्यादा. अगला, रिजवान खड़ा हुआ, मुझे पत्थर सबसे ज़्यादा पसंद आए. यू सी आप जानते हैं, आई मैं, कलेक्ट इकट्ठे करता हूँ, रॉक्स पत्थर, टू भी आप जानते हैं, मैं भी पत्थर इकट्ठे करता हूँ. आई हैव बीन डूइंग मैं करता आ रहा हूँ, सो ऐसा, सिंस माई चाइल्डहुड बचपन से मैं बचपन से ऐसा करता आ रहा हूँ. इट ये, इज़ माई हॉबी मेरा मशगला है, बट लेकिन, द रॉक्स पत्थर, देयर वहाँ पर, ये मेरा मशगला है, लेकिन जो पत्थर वहाँ पर थे, आई मैंने, हैड नेवर सीन कभी नहीं देखे, बिफोर इससे पहले, मैंने इससे पहले कभी नहीं देखे थे. मिस्टर काजी एप्रिशिएटेड ने तारीफ की, रिजवान्स रिस्पॉन्स रिजवान के रद्द अमल की. मिस्टर काजी ने रिजवान के रद्द अमल की तारीफ की. द रीज़न इसकी वजह, इज़ डैट ये है कि, द रॉक्स पत्थर, इन द एग्जीबिशन नुमाइश में थे, हैड कम लाए गए थे, फ्रॉम ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड पूरी दुनिया से. इसकी वजह यह है कि जो पत्थर नुमाइश में थे वो पूरी दुनिया से लाए गए थे. एंड और, द रॉक्स पत्थर, डैट जो, यू तुम्हारे, हैव इन योर कलेक्शन ज़ख़ीरा में हैं, वर प्रोबेबली शायद, फाउंड मिले थे, नियर करीब से, योर तुम्हारे, ऑन अपने, घर हाउस घर. और जो पत्थर तुम्हारे ज़ख़ीरा में हैं वो शायद तुम्हारे अपने घर के करीब से मिले थे. Now we shall start comprehension number 3. For this you have to open page number 33 from your grammar book. We have to start the comprehension passage. First of all, we shall discuss introduction to comprehension passages, and here is the definition. The word comprehension means the ability to understand what you listen or what you read. Now try to remember your English class at your school. Each day you were taught new lessons. The stories, the poems, the questions and answers were unseen to you before you read them. Similarly, same will be there with the passages. The passage will be unseen to you before you read them. In a comprehension test, you are given a passage or paragraph. These paragraphs show the idea, different problems, different issues, and their solutions that the writer provides. Your main task is to answer the questions asked from the passage. Now, what will be the purpose of this comprehension? The purpose is to improve or test one's ability to understand a language. Now, what are the some important points to solve comprehension passages? You have to keep them in your mind while you are solving comprehension passages. The first one is read the passage carefully. While you are reading the passage, you have to read it very carefully. The second point is get involved with the paragraph to understand it. While you are reading the passage, you have to understand it very clearly. Then the third point is underline the important lines and words. While you are reading the passage, you have to underline the important points. The fourth one is determine the main idea. You have to select the theme of the passage. It will be easy for you to understand it. Then what will be the fifth point? Do not assume anything based on your personal beliefs. You have to answer the question only data written in the passage. You will not assume anything based on your personal belief. The sixth point is read the questions and choose the most appropriate answers. Then after Knowing, after reading, after understanding the passage, you will read the questions and try to choose the most appropriate answer. Now I will explain you more with the story. It will be very easy to understand how you will solve comprehension passages. For example, your friend and you decided to play a game in which one person will tell a story and the second one has to answer the related questions asked. Firstly, your friend tells you a story and asks some questions. What will you try to do while listening to the story and answering the questions? You will try to listen as carefully, as dedicatedly as possible. You will try to find the answers from the story and not make your own assumptions. This is the basic idea of solving comprehension passages. Okay, I hope that you have understood it now. This is comprehension number 3. First of all, we shall read it, then understand it, then we shall do question answers. Once a stag was drinking at a stream. He happened to see his reflection in the water. He was pleased to see his beautiful horns, but when he saw his thin legs, he felt sad as he thought they were ugly. Suddenly, he saw a pack of hounds at a distance. He ran as fast as his legs could help him. Soon he left the hounds far behind. He had to pass through a thick forest of bushes. His horns got caught in a bush. He tried hard to pull his horns out of it, but all in vain. By now the hounds had come up. They fell upon him and tore him to pieces. Now the first line. Once the stag was drinking water at a stream. He happened to see his reflection in the water. Once a stag went to the stream to drink water. This stream water was calm and clear, so he saw his reflection in the water clearly. He was pleased to see his beautiful horns. When he saw his horns, he felt very happy. He felt proud of them. But when he saw his thin legs, he felt sad as he thought they were ugly. While he looked to his thin legs, he felt sad and was disappointed. He felt ashamed because he thought the legs are not beautiful. Suddenly, he saw a pack of hounds at a distance. He ran as fast as his legs could help him. When he saw a group of hounds running toward him, seeing his life in danger, the stag ran as fast as he could to save his life. Soon he left the hounds far behind. He had to pass through a thick forest of bushes. His horns got caught in a bush. He was soon out of sight. He reached a thick forest, but unluckily his horns got into a thick bush. He tried hard to pull his horns out of it, but all in vain. He tried his best to release his horns, but he failed. By now the hounds had come up. They fell upon him and tore him to pieces. In the meantime, the hounds came for hunting and caught him. First of all, we shall solve the questions from the passage because answers are given in the passage. Sometimes we find same answers in the passage, but sometimes we have to mold the sentence to make answers, but the answers must be from the passage. And one thing more, we have to answer according to the question given. We have to use same tense as it is given in the question. Now we shall start questions. The first question is, what was the stag doing? Now if the question is in past tense, so we have to write according to the tense. We have to write past tense. Stag was drinking at a stream. One thing more, when in the question there is the instead of a, then we have to write the with it. The stag was drinking at a stream. We have to write answer according to the question. If in the question there is the, then we have to write in the answer also the. Second question is, what did he see in the water? He happened to see his reflection in the water. The third question is, why was he pleased? He was pleased to see his beautiful horns. The fourth question is, what made him sad? When he saw his thin legs, he felt sad. Focus on one thing, that all these questions and answers are in past form and all these answers are given in the passage. One more question, why did he run? Now this question is not exactly in the passage, but we have to mold the sentence. He ran for his life. This answer will be correct. The sixth question is, how did his legs help him? His legs helped him to run fast. This is not mentioned in the passage, but we have to know according to the passage that what will be the answer. These are the answers that are mentioned below the passage. You may learn them. First question is, what was the stag doing? The stag was drinking water. What did he see in the water? He saw his reflection. Why was he pleased? He was pleased to see his beautiful horns. What made him sad? His thin legs made him sad. Why did he run? He ran for his life. How did his legs help him? His legs helped him to run fast. What will be your home task? First of all, you will learn Urdu meanings and translation of chapter number 4. Then learn and understand comprehension number 3. I hope that you have understood all the topics we had discussed in this lecture. Now I am going to end here. Take care. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.